So we got called out to a really deep well on a really high hill, and there's nothing that a pump guy likes more than getting in a nice, deep, dark hole. What we do is challenging and difficult because it's technical, and that's what makes it special. We are a dying breed. We rolled up into a place called Snug Harbor, and when you think of a snug harbor, you think of a nice area where people put their boats. But this actual place ended up being on the top of a mountain, which is appropriate for being called a harbor. I looked up the well log. The well log said the well was 1,100 feet deep, so I immediately got excited because it's not very often when the guys get to get experience pulling a really deep well. And that's almost as deep as we go around here, but it's not the deepest, that's for sure.
We got called up to pull a well and then install it. Something wrong with the pump, the electrical wiring, or something went bad.
It was Brian's first job, so hopefully he was going to learn a lot. You know, being the Mick daddy that he is, he got to experience something so quickly, his first job on the job.
Hi, I'm Brian. They call me the Mick because I'm Irish. It's my last name, and my wife told me so. Plus, it rhymes with dick, and the boss loves to make dick jokes. Originally, I'm from Nevada. I've been an electrician for like 25 years, mostly in mining. Recently, I worked for a sawmill and just started working with Tom at Amped. Him and I have worked together in the past. And my favorite meal is pretty plain: steak and potatoes, barbecue. I would probably have a 1967 Ford Mustang Fastback, or probably the old Dukes of Hazzard Charger. My favorite pump, penis pump?
Any pump.
I like water pumps. They're really cool.
What's your favorite part of a water pump?
The windings. I just love the windings of a water pump. The magnetism, the way they interact with the iron core is just, it's breathtaking.
The guy that we went to fix his well, he was an electrician that didn't have any experience in troubleshooting. He just hadn't had any experience with motors for pumps, I guess. So when I got there, I troubleshot and determined that the pump needed to be pulled. He had to do a little work before we could do that. They built like a mound in front of the well. We couldn't get to it, so we had to come back at a later date after he had removed that mound of dirt. Double lined our truck because the pump was supposed to be set at 1,100 feet. And that, since our trucks will only single line pull 3,000 pounds, we had to double line it so we could get, we were estimate pulling about 5,500 pounds, so we double lined it so we could get that extra lift. After we did that, we started pulling the pump, and it was coming right out, almost like it wasn't 1,100 feet. It's weird.
Call me the boss man.
My favorite meal is spaghetti. However, I make one mean ass smoked tri-tip. My favorite car is mine. I don't like other people's cars. If I could have any car, I would have my own. Whatever it might be. It might be a truck, not a car. My favorite pump, every once in a while, my buddy Kelly down in Georgia, he also does well pumps. He sends me this one really special one. It's like this long and about that big around, and it's got a vacuum on it, and the diaphragm goes out in it frequently. So I fix it for him because he doesn't know how. Got your eyes on your gear and make sure you know where everybody's at. It comes second nature and it'll be fine. Okay? On heavy shit, just go slow.
And keep your feet out of the wrap.
Yep. And not, I don't mean like creepy crawly, but I mean go at a comfortable pace. And
So you're gonna throw a line out this way, pull
Okay.
that up as he goes. I'm gonna grab the pipe and take it over there, each section that comes out.
So do we need to switch places?
So we're gonna switch places. I need this equipment.
So I probably want to go on that side of the hydrant with the wire.
yeah.
Are you excited, Brian?
What's that?
Are you excited?
Oh yeah, I'm real excited.
Okay, so you're gonna stand here like this, Brian, as it's coming up. You got a knife, you said? You're gonna cut the tape, make sure you stay away from the wire, cut it about that far out. Just yank on the wire, it'll come out of the tape.
Okay.
Just start flapping it over there towards Travis.
This first stick's gonna be an experiment to see if we're high enough.
Okay.
So don't get too excited, bro. So after Mick was, tripping pipe, and he could not get the elevator to release the pipe on every single stick till the last two.
I've never pulled a well before, so it was an exciting adventure for me. It was raining outside, which I thought I might get a little wet until we decided to pull the well, and I didn't know there was a check valves about every 200 feet, so every 20-foot pipe you pull is full of water, and I just got totally soaked.
Yeah, it was pouring that day, all day long, so it was a technical disaster because we were in the mud. What I thought was a technical disaster because I hate the mud and rain. I am the Mass Marauder. My most favorite food that I enjoy is pizza. You can never get tired of pizza. There's so many different ways of making it. That would probably be my favorite food. I'm second to pizza would be Mexican food and Chinese food. Those are what I dig the most. If I could own any car, I would purchase a 68 Camaro RSSS, and hopefully it would come unglued in every gear. My favorite pump, like in the ground pump, or how I do the old lady. The owner's son was there. He was watching us, which we don't mind people watching us. It's kind of nice when people take interest in the work that we do.
Nice, you have an hard hat too. I can get a little closer now, see what I'm dealing with.
America.
Yes, sir, America.
He had a great hard hat, had the American flag on it. He was a very patriotic young man, which is rare to see in younger people nowadays.
So I'm Christian, and we have the amp pumping controls guys out here replacing our well pump. I tried doing it myself like a week back, and that didn't turn out so well. It was quite interesting to say the least, so we have some certified people here to do it for me. It's an 1,100 foot deep well, and I didn't know that. I mean, I think a deep well is probably 300 feet, so when I heard that, I was definitely shocked to say the least. But got an audience here, cheer everyone on. It'll definitely be interesting to see the process of how someone does this the right way. So
We got to the guy's place, all these dogs ran out. We thought we were gonna get eaten alive, but then it turned out they just wanted a Mick.
So you need total head, right?
I love total head.
And not just in the well, but if I ask customers a lot.
Didn't have any idea what I was supposed to be doing. I think I spent most of the day just getting in everybody's way, except for the dogs. The dogs like to hang around me. They wanted to be petted. But yeah, it was an interesting experience. I got completely soaked and covered in rust, and that was my first job. I enjoyed it.
He got a crash course in what it takes to pull a well and reinstall. He's coming along good, doing a lot of our electric work, which takes up some of the slack off the electricians. And everything went smooth and successful.
Brian's, he seems like a pretty cool cat. He's a go-getter. I think he's going to be a good hand. Hey, he's got a good sense of humor too, which I'm going to have to, pony up on and work on some new material.
It was kind of a letdown. The 1,100 footer turned out to only be 400 feet.
Another wet day. The guys pulling a well again, which every time they cut off the different sections, water goes everywhere. Perfect for slow motion. A little discrepancy on how deep the well was, but you know, we got that straightened out. Boss man was disappointed. Brian didn't know what was going on, and Rob just didn't like being wet. It's Travis, the director. My favorite meal is probably Mexican food. I like burritos a lot and all of their many fantastic forms. If I could have one car, it would probably be the James Bond Aston Martin that Pierce Brosnan drove. I wouldn't mind driving that around a little bit. Although up here in Idaho, it'd have to be a summer vehicle because of reasons. And when it comes down to my favorite pump, I don't discriminate. I love pumps of all different shapes and sizes, colors and types, whether they're covered in poo or coming off of the bottom of a lake, you know. All the pumps are awesome and I enjoy them all.
We're here to talk about the Brian first aid job. Well, they said it was going to be a 1,000+ foot well that we had to set, plumb up. Ended up being less than that significantly. I don't know what the final depth was, but it was certainly under 1,000 feet.
So later I came back with Keith. We set the pump back down after we got the pump in.
Oh yeah. Leave it right there. I look tall. Hi, I'm Keith Showman Coulter. My favorite meal would certainly be my mom's chicken taquitos. Every year for my birthday, my mom asked me what she would like, or what I would like her to make, and I tell her every year, chicken taquitos. If I had any car, it would be 2 cars. Yeah, I'm into dirt racing and circle track racing, so I'm gonna be down for the WRX and the STIs and the Evos. So I'd have to say a combination of all 3 of those if you put them into one vehicle with dirt tires and maybe some street. My favorite pump is Gould's. Robust, dependable, and reliable, and they're a cool color blue.
This job allowed us to feel many emotions all in one job. It's pretty significant for being a first job for somebody. Those emotions being excitement, you know, we got 1,100 footer to pull and set. Then disappointment, you know, it was only 400 feet. But we got to set it back down, and when we turn it on, everybody gets excited again because now we're blowing water. So it was a good day.